No, I can't. Anyways, I broke fast. I'll retitle this later. Um, Fuck, dude. I was gonna try to let more people know, but maybe we'll make this a fast one and just cut it off for gaming in a second and hit the same thing. But anyways, there's a emergency warning from the FBI. They called up Gavin Newsom and let him know that there is a watercraft in the water off the coast of California. So this whatever the fuck it is, they haven't said, just that there's a craft in the water off the coast of California, and they believe it's an Iranian military craft armed with attack drones. So bombs, guided bombs, flying guided bombs. And they sent the warning out to Gavin Newsom, and then Gavin Newsom made an announcement, an emergency warning announcement to California and I guess to everyone else about what he was informed on. And this was just about 2 hours ago. So we're probably going to hear more soon, if not tonight, because you never know. Sometimes they're up late, and we're only at 5:10 in California right now. So 2 hours ago, we're talking 3:10. About 3 o'clock, he made that emergency announcement to California, and I haven't heard any recommendations on what to do if there's an Iranian drone strike. But you guys got to know that would be a big fucking chaos fucking situation. So I want everyone to make sure your backup batteries are charged. If you don't have a backup battery, go get one. It's probably too late to order it on Amazon, but you could go ahead and try. Get a backup battery charger, you know what I'm saying, for your phone. That way you'll always have your phone with you. And even if you don't have cell tower access, sometimes you can locate yourself at Starbucks and McDonald's, and they owe us anyways at this point, and go and use their Wi-Fi. But my recommendation for everyone is get that backup battery. You need to have gas in your car right now. You need to have water. You need to have food, and you need to have an escape plan. How am I going to get the fuck out of wherever it is, the Bay Area, and where am I going to go? Look at the routes real quick, just because it helps keep it in your mind in an emergency situation. When you're in an emergency, your mind's going so fast and so much is going on that you want it to just be natural. So my recommendation for anyone, because they're on the coast of California. Now we can't go to before I was saying go to the beaches. Now that could be an option. I mean, that's better than locating yourself near a structure, but I would recommend people try to make their way to Nevada, cross over into Nevada, because it's so open out there. There'll be a lot of space. I'm serious, you guys. I know it sounds like I don't know. I'm not trying to make anyone panic. I'm trying to get you guys prepared for what sounds like a likely situation that's about to pop off, because it's full on fucking war. You're seeing how many fucking bombs are going off and what it's doing to the things, how much people are freaking out. You got a lot of people in LA. You got a lot of people in San Francisco, San Jose, Oakland, all these other places, and people are probably going to be moving inward if this occurs. Some people temporarily to the beach, but I'm telling you right now, even your phones, and for everyone else, even everyone else across California, charge your phones now, because if something happens, you don't want to be buying up backup batteries when you could have already had your fucking phone charged and it's just a temporary blackout. But when these people move, what's going to happen is they're going to need charging locations, they're going to need electricity, and there's only a limited supply of oil to be burned for the energy supply in California. So everyone needs to work together right now so that we're prepared for the near future. Because, dude, you're seeing how many fucking bombs are being dropped, and it could start with drones, but the Navy is out there. The Navy is way out in fucking off the coast of Iran. They're not off the coast of California, which is what I said where they should be. And I said, don't ever fucking attack Iran. Israel has nothing to do with us. These Iranian people have nothing to do with us. I'm not sure why Trump protected these Iranian people at the expense of the USA and Israel. It's like, and then so why are you protecting? Why did you allow these people to cause the war between us? 817 random motherfuckers from some other fucking country, and now we got a fucking boat off or a submarine. It could be a submarine. It could be semi-submersible where it's just below the water line or whatever. It could be, I don't know, an aircraft carrier. It could be a fucking tanker to carry cargo, and they're just gonna let them out the fucking cargo tanks. I'm not sure what it is, but I ended my water fast at around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I think around 2 o'clock. And I think anyone that was water fasting, go ahead and end it now and fucking hit a quick meal, probably something liquid, high calorie, fucking ice cream or like chocolate milk and all that. But everybody, I'm telling you right now, get your Gatorades, get your water, get your fucking gas in your car right now, because gas prices are already gonna go up. Go ahead and fucking fill up right now and let everyone know to do the same thing. That everyone's got to be prepared for immediately just fucking leaving, just getting the fuck out of there. So don't all do it at one time. I mean, separate it out. Go. The gas stations are open till like 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. Separate it out so it's not a big fucking chaos emergency looking scenario where you're gonna trigger people's emergency button in their mind, you know, the fight and flight. So if you separate it out, it seems a little bit more calm and more like it's planned out, and things just work better that way. Because I don't know, people can't really function well when they're panicked, and a lot of people are already desensitized to hearing about the news, hearing about military and war and all that. But there's a lot of people out there that are focused on some fucking movie series or some fucking TV series, and they're all caught up in that. You know, that's their life is revolving around conversations more in that area of life. And so when something like this happens, for you, it's normal. You think you're going about your thing. It's feeling normal. But someone else driving by is like, why is there a big fucking line at fucking Arco? So if you could take it upon yourself, the OGs out there, go out there in the fucking late at night and fucking fill your fucking tanks up immediately, guys. I'm telling you, all the fucking way up. However many cars you got, take them the fuck out there. Make sure you got your dogs fed. Give them a fucking good meal right now. And, you know what I'm saying? And then, but make sure you got all that shit with you. Make sure you have your escape plan. So what I like to do for my escape plan is keep my belongings that are extremely important in one bag. So if I have a situation where I'm like, fuck, I need my backup battery, I need my IDs, I need my fucking phone, my chargers, I need all this shit, you know, that all goes in a bag and it's right next to my door. So right when something happens, I could grab it and just walk out with it. The other thing that you can do if you're actually really concerned about clothing and stuff, what I do, instead of taking clothing off and fucking putting it in a box and all this stuff, you grab a bunch of hangers, you pull it off the closet, and you lay it on your bed, your comforter on your bed. Go ahead and do that again, lay it on the comforter of your bed, and then you fold each side like a, what is that, crunch wrap, and then you grab the center and just pull it over your shoulder and go throw that in your car. Now you got all your clothing. That's how you get the fuck out of there without kind of losing most of your stuff. But you don't want to bring too much. Remember, you got gas. So if you bring every pound counts. If you're moving a pound, then that's going to be counted in your gas total. So if you bring a whole bunch of fucking shit, then even carrying gas with you counts as you're going to be consuming more gas just by carrying gas. So that might almost be something that you want to get rid of. If you got gas in the back of your car, put it in the fucking thing right now. Leave that tank empty. You can fill it up later. But that's what I would do, because you don't want to be tugging around something that's going to be eating up the gas. And if you already got it in thing, a lot of people have gas tanks, a backup gas tank either in their garage or somewhere. Go ahead and fucking fill your tank up with that and then go to the gas station. whether you get premium, unleaded, whatever, probably you're going to want to get, if you're going to go long distance, you really want the premium. So I would recommend everyone go for whatever you can get, the best you can get, because this might be your last time getting gas. You never know. And if you want your car to function properly, then let's get it to functioning properly. The only difference about premium gas and the cheapest one is there's more oxygen in the premium gas, and the engine will run a little better. It'll clean the engine up, I guess, if you have the premium in it. But if you're getting premium gas, you want to blow through that gas really fast. So if you're on a long trip somewhere, hit the premium gas, blow through it, and then the rest of the way you can do unleaded. On your way back, you fill up with premium, blow through it, and then you do unleaded. And yeah. But everyone, it's not just the locations that are going to endure a strike, which they haven't announced where. They just said the west coast of California. The people from there are going to move inward, so it's going to affect all of California because of how California is set up. There's only so much, space to go to, and so we'll have to see what happens with this. But I'm hoping that they can get the military out there, because this is a fucking emergency. This is a national emergency, and this is definitely a state emergency. Gavin Newsom just announced it. I'm not going to post a thing because I don't like any of the news outlets that he got cited by. And so if you want to look it up and listen to him, go ahead. You could probably see it on his X account. That would have been better. But I just happened to be scrolling down on YouTube. Someone was uploading on there that there's an Iranian drone strike warning from the FBI, and they're targeting California. And I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go, you guys. So, I mean, fuck, man. Pretty much, what else would I have to recommend about that? Eat your food now. Like I said, if you're on a water fast, end that shit now and fucking eat some food. And I mean, if someone has an ice chest, then that would be something you could also maybe get for like a backup thing. You could have all your food in that and water and just fucking go out with that. And at least it'll keep it somewhat, or give you the option to toss some ice in there at a gas station down the road or whatever. But you want something light. So you're putting just food in the ice chest. Once you get to your destination, you're going to blow through some fucking food. Now you put the ice in at that next station or next stop, because that's where the ice is going to be at. And that's how we think logically, and let the less functioning fam continue to survive. Otherwise, and you got to set the example too. Everybody, every single atom fucking counts. And so everybody adds to the road, everybody adds to the traffic and to the gas being depleted, the food being depleted. But let me see here if I could find something on X, because I was just listening to music. I was actually having a good time. But I'm glad I chose to end that fast. It was like an hour or two after I ended the fast, they fucking they announced it. I think it was like an hour or two. Another oil tanker. Yep. This is some fucking bullshit, you guys. Okay, let me go to Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom.
57 in the state of California with a population of half.
No.
Well, thank you. What's the end game here? We've seen gas prices spike.
Nope. All right, well, then I guess we're going to have to watch it on here. Okay, here we go.
Relates to broader concern as it relates to drone strikes. We've been aware of that information. We've been working collaboratively through the SOC, which we established right after the war began, the State Operations Center, working with the Office of Emergency Service, but also working locally to make sure we transmit any information that we have received, and we're aware of that, which has been reported, I think, by ABC7. We're aware of that information, and we transferred that information in real time to our local partners. Drone issues have been always top of mind, and we've assembled some work groups specifically around those concerns. But that's all I'll share at the moment. I have nothing more insightful beyond just what's been reported and how we're transmitting what we know.
The FBI. The FBI warning of possible Iranian drone attacks on our homeland. A new alert reviewed by ABC News revealing Iran's aspirations to conduct a surprise attack specifically against unspecified targets in California. The FBI saying it's warned police departments across the Golden State now of strikes by unmanned aerial vehicles or drones as tensions rise in the Middle East. Let's get straight to our chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Kontursky. Aaron, what do you learn?
Oh, shit. You guys.
We reviewed an alert that came within the last couple of weeks, Kira, just recently from the FBI to law enforcement agencies up and down the California coastline, warning that Iran is aspiring now to perhaps launch some kind of a retaliatory attack on the U.S. mainland using drones on the West Coast.
An uncorroborated report suggested that unidentified Mexican cartel leaders had authorized attacks using UAS drones carrying explosives against U.S. law enforcement and U.S. military personnel along the U.S.-Mexico border. That was September 2025.
The alert that we reviewed said an uncorroborated
Alright, let me save that.
report suggested that unidentified Mexican cartel leaders had authorized attacks using, broadly known for some time,
That's from 2025.
that drones could be deployed against the homeland. We know that Iran has been using drones significantly in this 12-day-old war with the United States. That's what killed the first 6 U.S. service members in this war. But now the FBI is specifically warning police agencies in California along the Pacific coastline that Iran is aspiring to use them to attack in the West.
So why California? Why the West?
Good question, and that's not exactly clear, but perhaps there's thought that Iran has these things pre-positioned on ships that are still in international waters or that could float through international waters. We know that we've previously reported, Kira, on Iran's desire to perhaps activate sleeper cells in the United States, although that's certainly far from confirmed or far from anything operational as far as law enforcement knows. It's not clear why the West Coast as opposed to the East Coast, but that's what the alert from the FBI.
Welcome back, everyone. With the war in Iran now in its second week, some Iranian contrast from the Iranians celebrating without the Islamic Republic.
And all the people at Khamenei and
Laura Geller makeup kit, handmade from Italy, is on double discount. Includes blush, bronze.
Good afternoon, I'm Christina Valenciano. We begin with breaking news. The FBI warning police departments in California to be ready for possible drone strikes from Iran and what is believed to be possible retaliation for American attacks on the country. The FBI says they acquired information last month. Iran allegedly aspired to conduct a surprise attack using drones off the coast of the U.S. The drones were specifically to be used against unspecified targets in the state. As of now, the FBI has no additional information on timing, method, target, or perpetrators of this potential attack. And the warning came just as the Trump administration launched its offensive against the Islamic Republic.
As relates
Now to the latest on the war in Iran. Brennan is here now in
strategic reserve, it was apparently in this elementary school that officials there, that Iran, where he took questions. Later, the president traveled to Cincinnati, where he took questions and addressed the situation in the Strait of Hormuz, where sources tell CBS News that Iran was getting ready to mine the strait.
We hit 28 mine ships as of this moment, 28, using the same weapon, the exact same weapon that we use against the drug dealers.
The strait is effectively shut down during the war. Some 20% of the world's oil supply goes through it.
The Strait of Hormuz is a classic, what we call maritime choke point.
Shipping experts have said if the strait is not opened up, there could be continuing impacts.
no indication of ransomware or malware and believes the incident.
Iran and video footage that has just been by launching drones towards targets along the West Coast, according to ABC News. Now, an FBI alert distributed to police departments at the end of February said federal officials had obtained information indicating Iran may have considered a drone attack originating from a vessel off the U.S. coastline. So the question was asked by the reporter, why California? And he said potentially there is pre-positioning going on here prior to the war. And we're hearing that is exactly it. It sounds like there is a vessel off the coastline of California, and they're saying that this could be positioned and planned for attack against California. FBI warning coming out today on this, so it sounds like we might be going that direction. Why mention it now? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. We recently acquired information that as early as February 2026, Iran allegedly aspired to conduct a surprise attack using unmanned aerial vehicles from an unidentified vessel off the coast of the United States homeland, specifically against unspecified targets in California, in the event that the U.S. conducted strikes against Iran. The alert stated, "We have no additional information on the timing, method, target, or perpetrators of this alleged attack." Now, the SF Gate reached out to San Francisco FBI office, the San Francisco area, although cartels typically avoid action toward West Coast drone.
Did you have a sexual relationship or intimate encounter with a school teacher? You may be entitled to significant
attack is coming out in the past hour. FBI warns Iran aspired to attack California with drones in retaliation for the war. We had heard these warnings come out from the FBI. This had sleeper cells in the Western Hemisphere for some time, including coming through 2021. More than 2,500 Iranian nationals have been arrested inside the United States. In Texas, law enforcement agencies are focused on growing numbers.
We are learning more about an apparent Iranian retaliation plot.
In the warplanes or drones from an unidentified vessel off the coast of the U.S. to strike unspecified targets in California. Now, the warning coming just as the Trump administration launched its assault against Iran. The alert obtained by ABC News reading, quote, "We have no additional information on the timing, method, target, or perpetrators of this alleged attack." The FBI and White House are declining to comment. Law enforcement has been on heightened alert since the start of the war in Iran. Now, it comes as U.S. intelligence has grown concerned in recent months about the expanding use of drones by Mexican drug cartels and the chance that drones could be used to attack American personnel near the Mexican border. A separate bulletin from last September warning cartels may have authorized attacks using drones that would be carrying explosives. In the case of Iran, there is no evidence a drone attack plan has been put into motion, but U.S. intelligence has been concerned about the threat of an attack by Iran on U.S. soil.
And again, according to ABC News, law enforcement out west did receive that warning that Iran wants to retaliate against the U.S. The FBI says it got information that Iran planned to use unmanned aerial vehicles or drones from an unidentified vessel off the coast of the U.S. to strike unspecified targets in California.
It said the unidentified vessel is already there, by the way.
Has been put into motion, but U.S. intelligence has been concerned about that threat of an attack by Iran on U.S. soil. Well,
Iran may be trying to activate sleeper cells outside the country. ABC News is reporting the U.S. just intercepted an encrypted message believed to have originated in Iran that may serve as an operational trigger for sleeper assets. The National News Desk, Jeff Harris joins us. You have been digging into this reported message, Jeff, and also how the U.S.
February 28th. The message appearing to hold instructions for, quote, covert operatives or sleeper assets. ABC News reporting Monday, the U.S. has intercepted an encrypted message believed to have originated in Iran that may serve as a possible operational trigger to activate sleeper assets outside the country.
A country like Iran does not have the capability to beat us militarily, so they rely on asymmetric means. So they will look to use cyber attacks, they will look to use proxies like Hezbollah, criminal agents.
The U.S. warning said intelligence had detected a broadcast station repeatedly transmitting a message to multiple countries outside Iran. The alert reading in part, quote, while the exact contents of these transmissions cannot currently be determined, the sudden appearance of a new station with international rebroadcast characteristics warrants heightened situational awareness. A former FBI special agent issuing a warning just last week that this may happen.
If ever there's going to have a Hezbollah cell or a Hamas cell act in the United States in a violent way, it's now, because their back's against the wall.
A sleeper cell is a covert group of operatives who infiltrate a targeted community and remain inactive.
Adobe Acrobat Studio, your team's home base, collaborate within a shared media space.
But we're going to begin with developing news here at 4 o'clock. California Governor Gavin Newsom says his administration is aware of information that Iran has threatened possible drone strikes targeting California. Newsom
They
said
show
the
the
state
wrong
is not aware
drone.
of any imminent threats to California.
This one's showing the wrong
Did
drone.
note that the governor's Office of Emergency Services is now.
ABC News learning the FBI warned police departments across California over the past few days that Iran could retaliate for American attacks by launching drones at the West Coast. ABC reviewed an alert distributed at the end of February that reads, quote, we recently acquired information that as of early February 2026, Iran allegedly aspired to conduct a surprise attack using unmanned aerial vehicles from an unidentified vessel off the coast of the United States homeland, specifically against unspecified targets in California, in the event that the U.S. had conducted strikes against Iran, with no additional information on the timing, method, target, or perpetrators of this alleged attack, end of quote. So all this new information, the spokesperson for the FBI office in LA declining to comment on this, the White House also has not commented on this. Just moments ago, the governor's office sent us a statement about the alert reading, quote, the governor's Office of Emergency Services is actively working with state, local, and federal security officials to protect our communities, end quote.
They're talking about the airplane fucking actually loaded with a bomb drone. And the fucking news shows a regular like flying your fucking camera fucking drone. I'm gonna have to charge up my fucking generator. It's charged up a lot, but charge it up a little more.
The FBI just warned police.
Well, scent.com.
Shit, you guys. that make you fucking nervous? Oh. I like how they waited till the stock market closed. It was a good call. Very good call. Anyways, they're saying that there may be a drone strike, and it's not just Iran apparently that's hitting us with the drone strikes. It's a Mexican cartel group that is also using drones, attack drones, and they're off the coast of California to attack California and Mexico, but they are Iranian, sent from Iran or purchased from Iran. So I told you guys to locate yourselves here. The Navy should be here right now and this should be no issue, but here we are. I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom, alright? I'm gonna end this.